Hollywood screen movies and screenplays. Oh yeah, that was good. That's a good movie. No, there's some real stuff. So here is why you must take this serious. Even if you don't, it's still serious. Listen carefully. This is how we know time travel does exist.
Did you know that time travel was mentioned in the Bible many years before scientists today even fathomed that any such concept could exist? As a matter of fact, while some of us still think time travel is impossible, Nikola Tesla has already claimed to have done so in 1895. Mind boggled? You and me both, fellows. In his own words, he could see the past, present, and future. It's all happening at the same moment.
Now, ain't that metaphysics? Ain't that what we was talking about, Dr. Ben and all, Phil Valentine, past, present, we metaphysics, metaphysical. Okay.
A Serbian-American scientist, Nikola Tesla theorized that you could time travel the same way as mentioned in the Bible, and he went through with it already. In fact, a witness who found Tesla in a cafe after his trip through time said that he was found quite anxious and agitated on the day that he claimed to have gone through space and time. Now, you might still think that the inventor was bluffing, considering it appears that he began to go insane at some point in his life. But even his assistant testified to the fact that he did go through a life-threatening experiment in March of 1895. And by life-threatening, I mean the dead-on-the-spot level. Why, you ask? Well, because he was jolted by 3.5 million volts of electricity in a single moment. And had it been for his assistant turning the switch off right on the spot, he would have dropped dead right on the spot. Tesla also mentioned to a reporter that he was paralyzed by the electromagnetic field that he experienced while out of the space-time window and was unable to help himself for the moment that the experiment lasted. 3.5 million volts. Could you ever have imagined that a single human being can withstand such a high voltage? Scientists suggest that the safe limit before which a person can be electrocuted is a voltage of 100 volts. So he was hit by 35,000 times the electricity that a normal person can safely withstand. No wonder that people doubt whether he was even remotely sane after this venture of his. Now, this might seem completely bogus even now, and no one in their right mind would ever do any such thing. But this experiment was done again by the US Navy under a plan that they called the Philadelphia Project. The whole idea was to make a military warship, the USS Eldridge, invisible to its enemies by bending light and moving the ship through space and time. And they actually managed to do just that. Witnesses testify that they saw the ship disappear and reappear again.
They're beautiful.
And teams that inspected the ship later saw that not all people had survived. Some of them had disappeared, others burnt to a crisp, and some survived but were pretty much not in their right mind. But like all other controversial events, this was swept under the rug. The survivors were allegedly subjected to hypnosis.
Oh my God.
And no one ever talked about this experiment ever again. And what's even more intriguing is that Tesla died in the same year, right around the time this happened. And the US government officials swarmed his hotel room and estate soon after, making any possible evidence that he time traveled or had any association with this project disappear. Ooh. Thankfully, it wasn't all gone for good. After much pressure from the science community and Tesla's heirs, they ended up releasing 250 documents to the public in 2016, many years after any of this happened. Now, if you look closely enough into these documents, you'll find something known as the Montauk Project. It's rumored that the Montauk Project initiated to set up a time machine in an abandoned military base of Long Island, and that's where the Project Philadelphia actually came.
Now, Long Island, New York Now, this is unbelievable because now, during the time, look at the battle. It's in that book, last verse. The Battle of New York, once Mondami, Zohar Mondami gets in to New York, you will start to see this book go to the 6th chapter, and you will see that they coming from the east, like we told you. This coming out their own playbook. It's come out these. Let me let you hear the best of this. Time travel, Montauk. I hope y'all look all this up because they all made movies out of it. I forgot that they even made the movie. That's brought to my remembrance.
From.
Wow.
And the government had instructed Nikola Tesla to run the experiment at this military base. So while we're at conspiracy theories, there's one more that stems here. Maybe, just maybe, Nikola Tesla faked his own death in 1943, right around the time of the Philadelphia Project, to keep continuing these experiments for the government. It keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? So even after all this, the question still remains, does time travel really exist? Because it's not really like we're just traveling back in time to when World War II happened, or when the dinosaurs first went extinct. As of today, there are still no documents about attributing Nikola Tesla's work on time travel to his name, considering he was a Serbian working on American soil. But who knows? Any scientists who do know what his research was about might eventually come forth and bring.
And they coming forth. Now, Tesla, right now, this is what's going to happen. They're going to get rid of the police in certain areas. Tesla already got the army of robots ready. That's a fact. He had to display them for you, like they do, and they displayed them during the parade when Trump was inaugurated. They are already, the models in Miami are already on the road. Now, we got to talk. I'm gonna let y'all talk now. Y'all think this? What's y'all thoughts on this? I'm gonna get y'all. Let me get Sister Sher. I got Sister Shalene, Queen. I can't even say. I'm so used to get. See, you don't got me say that name again. We're gonna love you. I got many out there. I got Brother Caddy. I see you out there, Brother G. Okay, we got a full house of people running through here. I don't see. They go Urban Matters. Let me get you in here, man. Give me
Unmuted.
thing because you know you affiliate to how we talk about these things. Go ahead. What you think about that? I hear you. Go ahead. Hmm. Yep. Man, much love, much love. That's why we call it the connection. It's the dry bones connection. Now, let me get some more, y'all. What's y'all? communist part of it. We can go to any topic right now. We're gonna jump off now because y'all been talking all this about what's been going on. I just played some of the greatest things you can hear about this country. I'm gonna open up a mic a few of y'all. What's y'all thoughts? Is it aliens out there? I'm gonna ask some questions now. Is it aliens to y'all out there? Because you can't have it both ways. Which one y'all thought? Open the mics up. Yay or nay? If there's aliens, yay, and I'll get somebody in the yay to give me your thoughts on why you think briefly, and then we can get some comments.
Yeah,
Brother
Alien,
D, St. Louis for sure.
yay,
Yeah.
I had an experience with it. So
okay,
yes,
Yes,
yeah,
other
yes,
beings do
Yay.
exist. Yes,
yeah.
other
Oh,
beings do
Yay,
exist.
yay, yay.
okay, so
Extra.
now we talking about
Yep.
seeing the extraterrestrial, seeing them.
Extras.
I agree.
Beyond the
St. Louis,
walls.
St. Louis. Let me go to St. Louis. Uh, You
Brother
said it's
D.
miles. It's got to be some energy portal. They got to know it's there. There's no way they could build on these cities, like he said, DC and George White. What about your area? You tell me, because you saying it's miles, it's city. said, y'all, I'll see you and bring you in. Let me just say this. Y'all make sure time with a good time. Um, areas right now. We do not know what happens in your areas, but those good things that could be utilized. This is what this the platform to do it. Some of us who got revenue to do other things. We're gonna go back to that, the Green Book. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's coming from certain entities that this is what I say. You got to learn politics because in the game. Well, back what you say out there talking about politics, you don't like it. It's impossible not to go through life without having some politics. It's almost impossible. You politic with your own kids now, so it's never going to be out. Well, the money game is the most powerful elixir anyway. We see how gambling is catching up with everybody doing things in the gambling world, but uh, yeah, well, they already took the Miami Heat. We hear look, they took the Miami Heat. Um, Rosie, I mean, Adonis. There's a lot of talk out there with that, but that's like Charles Barkley say, man, when you're making that much money, you got to think about what you're doing, and that's with the back. So hey, and so that's why I say it's just one of them things. But everybody know gambling is more so now than ever. Look about the time we are now, man. People used to just gamble. You're gonna say, "Wow!" Now that you see growth, look at the price of the growth. Like where you live, Juice is almost like a mecca back in the day, but now it's catching up to where y'all gonna be the middle. Now, That's the Mecca. Now, see, that's not now we saying it, but really we seeing a transformation. Now, again, if those people got jobs, but we seeing a shift in the job the way jobs is going too. That's why I say economics is a serious thing because if the contracts are not going to exist, but then you do have your black community who is well to do. And they have to be the ones that they're gonna say they're gonna talk the game, but I don't look for that no more. I thought that was the way, but you got to find your own avenues out there to coalesce because yeah, lives in Florida. Yep, ain't no
Hey,
way. You saying the museums are shutting down because right they're federal workers, so they can't go to them. Right. Yeah. No, see that's a good thing about what we talking about because there's been
foundation, the foundation of them, China, Japan, all their martial arts and all of that shit. Anaga did that. Anaga, awakened to align with those people and transform those places.
Now I agree that we the Tar people, we heard about them, but then you get to a level where okay, uh, either the people that was doing the medicine, because they definitely went against the medical industry, went against people who were called the root woman and all that, which still exists today. People still does that. Matter of fact, it's famous all over different parts of different each state. But that helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps. But then they'll silence them up. Now let's be honest. We don't watch people, and I'm looking at the both good and evil. Remember Dr. Sabi when they was gonna do a documentary and my man Nipsey Hussle was going in, everybody was gonna do a doc, and you notice they knocked off everybody during that time when they was trying to make it. Now here's the ironic thing. Now we got an administration for the first time actually saying that yeah, this is food poisoning, blah blah blah. Now, if you got a bone, yeah, I say what we gonna take out of it. There's obvious stuff that they get people just don't galvanize to because this is the first time I heard in my lifetime food administration, food bad, trying to get it out there, and the people are hungry still for their food. It don't make a difference if somebody offers. Like I say, you ourselves do it individually, and that's why I say don't worry about what people eat because people gonna eat whatever. I got to that point where I hope all y'all can see you eat the best you can the way you can, and I hope you like you say if there's black farmers out there in your area, most please. But I'm telling you, as a whole, we have allowed a lot of the companies to poison major areas already. I mean, I looked this up. Y'all send this information. We go look it up. The, the farming industry. What y'all know about it? Y'all do know what's going on with the farming industry. Now, some of these players is messing some of them up, but they try to force those countries to let the product that they make come back. Now, it's a war on food, no doubt about it. Oh man, yeah,
The psyop.
yeah.
The psyops. Hmm.
Well, see,
But this not the first time that the government or the puppets
yeah.
they do this all the time. They change food
Hold,
stamps into SNAP.
hold on. That's brother Shaq.
SNAP is
Brother Shaq.
about to be changed into the
Brother Shaq. He's getting on. Let him make a point. He's gonna let y'all do. Go ahead, brother Shaq.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So, so, so you saying that? Let's be honest now. Each state. This is why I say what you might see before us. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a currency swap. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. So without the casualty war, that's why I say they put a lien on. That's what the alien thing. But if they put the lien on them, then okay. So they've got to be willing to furnish these people, and so they're gonna knock people off the scales based on the fact. Okay, they saying you of an age. Let's be honest, y'all. They of an age that should be working in their minds. I'm just telling you how they thinking. And that's between 24 and 34. They should be working. And some people making a living like they could back in the good old days, where you could make it and then jump to the next level. But they trying to stay on too long, so they gonna cut the fat like anything. And cut the same thing. Well, yeah, Now we are all of us around here are very much aware what the people that you around in your atmosphere that your proximity you done. No doubt about it. Now it was fine. It was financed by George Soros though. See, remember, money they got paid. I
They
just
got
told
paid.
you
Yeah.
George Soros still in this country. There's no way people can say, "All right, you in it." You don't want to admit you in it, but sometimes, but you in this regardless. If something breaks down, you could have a farm, whatever. People gonna go crazy, and you have to be able to protect that farm, or it could be problems because
It
Hey,
still
can I get
still
something
goes.
in there? Uh,
Can I just
I
say one
want to
thing?
say something after him.
yeah, one more thing. Yeah, one more thing. Let me take some more. Nothing. Hey,
now,
so
hey,
they want to kill
I
masculinity.
want to vote for that brother right
all right.
there, the Million Man.
that because it's fake, but people believe it, so it becomes real. Is that making sense? Some of the stuff we learn is fake. A lot of it is fake.
Invasion,
Invasion of what?
invasion of the body snatchers. Don't you remember Trump? Trump got an operation right before the election. Invasion of the body snatchers. They took that cat and probably cloned his ass or even chipped him up. Going back to the testament, you got them chips in your
Yeah,
body. You belong to somebody, and they can control you.
they can do that. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't think that's not impractical. A lot of things do look sometimes staged up. Like I said before, the Charlie Kirk thing, they had everybody going off on it. You look at the thing, you say, wow,
Hey, Bones.
what happened? Go ahead. I hear you.
Hey, Bones.
Go ahead.
What the critical mass part that we've reached, right? And what we found out is that Soros is funding it, but
Okay.
he's not the only one funding it.
That's
Here you have a whole line of oligarchs. You got Buffett, Elon, you got the whole billionaire mass. We're coming to it's only going to be two classes, either rich or poor. They're taking out the middle class. So
okay.
what we're seeing is a reset. We're seeing a reset of that. Have to be a reset on the fiat.
Now,
And
when we
see,
have my
now we're
question,
switching over to the
what kind of
electronic
right?
part of it.
So how you think? And we already there. Now when we get to where it's going to tell a person about not able to get the certain amount of food stamps, and ain't nothing they can do. They can't bother it no more. They can't. They can't even. No one can transmit it. Now we're talking into a different light of reality. Economically, will be put in place. It won't be like we got no choice. That becomes a
Yeah,
total.
Hey,
Hey,
but
I,
Drop on.
and
What's going
and
on, bro?
that's
Can
what
I get
they're
in there real quick?
doing.
hold on.
They're down.
Yeah, I gotta slow down. Yeah. Now, okay. I'm gonna let some of y'all handle the board. Well, there ain't no board. It's gonna be up. And I'm gonna cast it off, and we're gonna recycle that on urban matters. We'll try to get everybody to phase in over there and continue on. But right now, I'm gonna switch this up right quick. Those you, hold on, we'll switch it right quick, and then everybody say one last thing, and then we'll cast off. Let me get the board ready for everything. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, everybody. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to say. Now, again, question of the day was: is it time travel? And it looked like y'all in agreement that there's some form of time travel. I'm gonna leave it open so y'all can. There's some form of time. I'm leaving this with and y'all have a yeah or nay. Some time travel is reasonable or some reality. That's agreed upon pretty much. Yeah or nay. Good. Really? Okay, there's one. Now, time travel, real.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey,
Now,
Yes.
okay. So time
yeah,
travel.
yeah.
Now let's
I'm gonna
go with
say
this.
no.
No.
I'm saying no. No,
Okay, we
no.
got
I'm
one. We
saying
got
that's
one.
fire.
But, okay. Yeah. Okay. Psyop. So it could have. It could be a psyop. Now, what's your thoughts on when these things are written so far back, almost real today? How's your thoughts on that? Is that psyop? Because that's a hell of a psyop.
The things written so far back. Well, these people didn't start know how to write until the 18th century. So how they know
Right. Right.
3,000 years stories and they didn't know how to write until 18th century?
Exactly.
I mean,
So,
talk
so
to me.
basically, right. So basically, a lot of it is psyoptic. Now, if they did,
Fabricated.
and the people who taught them to write, how you think about the people who taught them to write? They've had to know just as more than them, pretty much.
Say it again now.
Like you saying, they were taught to write. Most people say the Moors taught
Right.
them. Moors taught them. So during the time of the Moors teaching them, they must be screwing around with them. So obviously, they created them to. I don't know. What's your thoughts if they being created by us? Let's take it to that level. But how y'all feel about that? I mean, 'cause they like,
I say that we've been mistold about the Moors telling this stuff over here. Because being in Europe, I see a whole different side of the story they ain't telling.
they must be like Heckle and Jekyll. They must be one way over there and a total different crew here. Because out there, I mean, we've been through that statistically. They here, and we do have some areas got more running than most. But I'm saying as an economics, it's not an instant
Hmm.
economics. They're clannish. They're clannish, which is fine. That's part of the world. They're a clannish group. They don't mix. They're tribal. They're tribal. They're not trying to be
Hey,
multicultural.
hey, Bones.
So
They're not
watch,
trying to
so
Hey,
watch this,
Bones.
right, Bones. Watch this, right?
wait.
You said abroad they got black face all over mirrors and stuff abroad, but they deface them here in the United States, America, the America. So they
Well,
whitewash them over here,
no, let
but
me help
over in
you with
those
that.
foreign countries, the East, Europe, UK, all the places, Australia, they got black faces, you know what I'm
Well,
saying, that they praise to, that they, higher power from and stuff. So what's up with
let
that?
me help you with. Everybody in Europe is black. Everybody, everybody. So ain't
It
no
was
black person to
Eurasia.
call it. No, I see it. I see the history. I mean,
Well,
Queen Marie Antoinette, Napoleon, all the kings of England, Germany, every last one of them were black. The whole people population was black. It's like you see black people over here in America. That's the same as it is over there. We've been invaded and taken over 150 years first in Europe, then they came and did it, and now we coming on 250 years. That's gonna make a total of 400 years.
Let me work with you, Kevin. So you saying, what's up with the big Jew? Uh-huh. What's going on with it?
You, I mean, what I'm saying is George Washington was black. I mean,
It's been
Benjamin
a
Franklin,
translation,
Thomas
Blue.
Jefferson, all the citizens, everybody was black.
Muted.
I'm listening. Now, see, notice we- everybody being black is not even an issue to the real deal. The question is what lineage, what group of people he was black. All of them cannot be the same. They all because where can you find it where they all were saying they were the same? That's one. They gave us the story about the one, but then how they going to be this, that, this? That's the Hebrew story. Everybody wants to say these 13 tribes did this. But before, in reality, 400 years is nothing for a group of people to claim that's little bit. That's infant. After 400 years, we are in power of groups of people of color, but they were different in bloodline and everything. How do y'all going to explain people who are Polynesian got similarities in the God system? That's the stuff they say that spirituality, the stars, and all that. We got that part. I heard that for years. How do they become what they one? They don't mix. They stay the same. Boom. For the most part. For the most part. Groups that like us, we become multicultural. That's what they're trying to make us, multicultural, which means multi groups of ethnic mixtures in a melting pot. That's where this coming in. Now, is that making sense? Because let me know if it don't. Because everything is to be thought about. Let me hear. Y'all arguing about color. I'm talking
No,
about
I mean,
I agree.
what I'm
I agree.
saying, being there, everybody is a melanated complexion, whatever, lack of better word.
yeah, but they still
It was
try.
all,
It was all about your origins and your genealogy. That's what counts. You have to go
no,
from there. You can't go nowhere else.
no, listen. All the artwork and all the people were black
Yeah, but you
people.
can't
It
say
doesn't matter.
Russell. That's a
It
problem.
don't.
Muted.
Only you can really do something for that. If you say that George Washington is your thing, but then you have to make the inroads on how that relates to you, because you say you there close to that. But there's a lot of people out here are close to the dignitary. And it's not. That's just facts. Especially in Ethiopia. Now, you do better probably going into Minnesota and Ethiopian areas and telling them that story. And then I told you got to bring them into the fold because they got to have somebody in Ethiopia who do. Oh yeah, I would be interested. And and,
No,
and,
we
and, and Brother Kwame too, because Brother Kwame he Chief Sunhorse. 'Cause he do too as well. But that's why I do what we do to get this topic to be on it. It ain't gonna be settled in one debate. I have to say that right now because it's too complex at the same token, and also the fact that you need time to bring some more. I think you want to bring in the Eastern people if we can get that because you got that lineage because they saying that they have people from Ethiopia. If you listen to that tape, they're in there now. Problem is, when they over here, where's the connection at with the ones here? I think the ones here will make a big difference if they were to do that. That's like Ohan, Somali, that's the ones over here that's in different parts of Mauritania and all them areas. This is that. How many of y'all actually see a push other than hip hop? Hip hop seems to be able to cut into that market, and of course, high tech people. But other than that, where's the real trade? Ain't no trade. We consumers on that level. We consumers on that level.
well,
So
I mean, we have been overran. Like the whole story is the Caucasians who later came in as immigrants starting in Europe with King James at the
yeah, but
time.
that's a
I
lame
mean,
story
but,
though.
but I'm saying, like
But
even
that's a
me, like
lame
right now,
story now
I
because
got my whole
everybody ain't white.
genealogy.
Everybody
I
ain't
got my
white.
whole. I mean, I'm saying I got my whole genealogy all the way
Okay,
from
well
Ethiopia, America, and in France. I got
that's
the
where you got
people,
to
the
do that.
names, the statues, the
I
paintings. I
got
got it
you.
all,
I got
right?
you. I got you.
What I'm saying is, I'm, the whole nation of people
Now,
were black programmers.
yeah, we got you. We got everybody. Calm down. You about to let go right there. Yeah, y'all have to cover more on that because of bring some of them on. Bring some of your people on because people have to see the validity of all that because remember, that's that's a bloodline you may need to trace, but right now we about to appreciate all y'all joining us this wonderful day. And we're gonna continue this conversation on urban matters. Everybody who participate, much love to y'all. But again, just know it's always about the fact. We're gonna keep bringing it.
Goodbye.